Alright, hey guys, so this is going to be kind of a strange introduction as opposed to my other videos, mostly because I had created a brand new character. I had a friend who wanted to start with me, and since I hadn't gone very far on my last character, I decided I'd just make a new character with him, because I also really wanted to change, like, the tan that was on my old character. He had an incredibly dark tan, and I don't know why, I just let it bug me a little too much. So I had trained myself back up to kind of catch myself back up, and I had met a guy, and he gave me a free suit of armor that I didn't want. It's called Calardian padded armor, and I also, since I didn't get a full set, I bought a little bit of Calardian lamellar armor. I don't actually know how to pronounce that, but basically what I was doing for most of my time was just making some money so I could buy armor. And so now basically what I'm doing is I'm about to go out and get undead heads. I'm not really sure where they're at, but they're supposed to be in the graveyard around here. And it's because of the quest I got from Arx Meridius earlier. Another thing I'd like to note is I'm running at the lowest possible settings right now, just because this is only because I'm going in the city, and this is incredibly laggy inside the city. It's very hard to load on my computer. So while using fraps, I decided I'd turn the settings down, just mostly because the portion that I'm in the city, and I'll turn it back up when I get back out, because it's not fun to watch an extremely pixelated game. So alright, I just want to make sure where the graveyard is. Where did he say? It's to the west. Just follow the signs. Alright. Also, another thing I'd like to note is this guy apparently deals entirely with undead heads, and he's got some pretty interesting stuff. I'm assuming these are training books to increase certain skills or make it so it's easier to gain them, like gain levels with. I'm not really sure yet. I'll end up googling them. But I actually mostly want this Tindremic longsword here. I also want to go buy a shield, because I'm not dual wielding again. Also, I'm going to equip this helmet here, and the reason I started the video with a nut on is because it has that, as you can see around the screen, it's kind of darkened to sort of simulate what it would be like if someone had a helmet on. I mean, I'm sure that's not exact, but I guess that adds to the immersion. I just wanted to point that out, so I guess I could have just left the helmet on and said that. No big deal. Alright, so I'm headed to the west, so I guess it's just forward. I'm not sure how I'm going to be getting these undead heads, so this is going to be kind of interesting. But I had played around with this city, well, not played around with it, but I was exploring it earlier, and I found out it isn't really uninhabited. It's got a lot of NPCs, and generally it's filled with tons of players running around and stuff. Like that over there is the really cool bank. I'm assuming that's where Lady Tindrem is. I don't remember her name. I talked to, there's a bounty hunter over there who lists like the rankings for I think the highest murderers, if I remember correctly. And there's a naked person again. Also, what I thought was kind of funny is, I mean, guards will go after people who accidentally hit another person, but they're totally okay with, you know, a bunch of naked people running around cutting down the city's trees. So yeah, these guards don't really have that good of logic. Anyway, as you can see, I'm getting like 5 frames right now inside this city. I apologize for that. What is going on? Everyone's running around. Maybe it'll go back up as soon as I get inside here. This is the bank. Alright, I've got 6 frames. Maybe if I can get in this corner. This is unbearable. I feel bad for you guys having to watch these frames. Let's hope we can get out of the city pretty fast. Alright. I want to get to the graveyards. That sun is really bright. This reminds me of walking outside, like, after I've just woken up and the sun is so bright for my eyes. Just kind of want to look down. That doesn't look like a graveyard, and that looks west. Maybe it's behind this building? I'll go around. I am hoping I get a new computer soon. It'd be easier to, record without having to worry about the game looking bad or having low frame rates. I got a little bit of a cough. Alright. Frame rate's going up a bit. I think it's that sun that's doing most of this. You know what? I'm just gonna disable bloom. It'll take like 1 second. I was about to log out, but then I remembered I'm on the lowest settings. Bloom's already disabled. Alright. Wow, these buildings look like cardboard on lowest settings. You would think it would be, on lowest settings they wouldn't have those sun rays. Those are not only kind of annoying and distracting. I mean, they probably significantly drop my frame rates. It's very GPU intensive. See, right when I get behind this wall, frame rates seem to go up, but as soon as I look at that sun, no? Maybe it's not the sun. It must be the fact, it must be when you have a larger environment and it's not really closed in. Who knows? Don't see the graveyard. I'm gonna ask and help. Does anyone know where the graveyard is in Tindrem? Resize. I kinda wanna keep this little menu down here open at all times. Can't though. Task, social, spellbook. I have spells. I can use Mind Blast. I need sulfur and ichor. This is pretty cool. So this is my spellbook, is that what it was? Do you have any other pages? Will it be able to fit anymore? Fit any more spells in this book? Oops, there's my paper doll. Inventory. Skills. Expand all. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do that. Wow, that is an extraordinary amount of skills. Jesus. That is... wow. I'm kind of tired. I got home from work about an hour ago. I've been up since pretty early this morning. Which actually is only about 12 hours, but still, that's a lot for me. Oh, I should check the chat. Wow, the chat doesn't go very far back. Oh, darn it, I should have checked it earlier. Does anyone know where the graveyard is in Tindrem? Alright, I apologize for everything going slow. Alright, I'm making it excessively long for what I'm doing. I should have followed the signs for the graveyard. Dum-ba-dum. Where are the signs? Yeah, that is a good question. Where are the signs? Griefers in the graveyard? Oh shit. That doesn't sound good. I'll rest while I can. Oops. Oh, I didn't get my woodcutting and mining skills back. I need to go get those, but I didn't even use them before anyway, so it's not really a concern right now. Alright. Alright, there we go. I am currently sleeping. I am responding to a text message. I apologize. So if I didn't mention this before, as you can see on the stamina bar, which I had, I moved the character panes down to the bottom of the screen, and I thought it was easier to look at. On the stamina bar, there is a gray bar that seems to regenerate over time. What that actually is the longer you go without sleeping, your capacity for stamina is reduced, because it kind of simulates, you can't regain your full stamina because you haven't rested for a while. So it's kind of an interesting mechanic. It definitely kind of, I wonder if there's a, sorry, I forgot, I wasn't able to articulate that very well. I wonder if there are ways to, if there are certain actions that reduce that cap there. Like, if the more often you jump, the faster it's gonna lower your cap. I'm just kind of wondering, what the rate is for it to go down, and if there's anything that influences it more. But it does, if there are things that influence it more, I guess that could train players, to use their stamina more wisely. Not just because of combat mechanics, but just because they don't want that cap being reduced so fast. So, I don't know, food for thought. It's just something I was thinking about. And it looks like it's almost about full. Here we go. I guess now our current, what should I say? Our current goal is to find the signs. I think I might stop this episode right when I get to the graveyard, just because I need to get off for bed soon, and I don't really want to enter a graveyard filled with people that's either trying to kill you, or they're trying to blue block you, and I don't want to get into that while half asleep, so. But I would really, really love to know where these signs are. Probably ask again, where are these signs in Tindrem? I hope it's not just me that thinks this city is really beautiful. I mean, it really makes me think that I'm in some, Greek metropolis, or I don't know, some Roman city. I really love the architecture. I wish I could run this at max settings. Also, if I didn't mention yet, they're doing a full character revamp, so characters are going to look even more realistic. They're going to look pretty great, and they're also fixing a bunch of combat mechanics and how you attack. I think that's part of it, if I remember reading it correctly. And they're basically just kind of revamping a lot of stuff. And I'm kind of excited for this, because I know some people don't fully like how the attacks work right now, and they'll probably be even better in the future then. So, well, I mean, they're going to be, but it might be more traditionally like games like Skyrim, I guess. That's the best way to explain it. I didn't really play Skyrim much, but I don't know, it'll look more like the combat in that game. There might be finishing moves. Why was I turning that direction? I really am tired. Who's this guy? Claw, you dummy. Nectarina. Why does this dude talk about signs? I don't know where these signs are. I am slightly over encumbered. I definitely need to increase my strength. I guess I didn't skill that back up right away. Sorry, I was looking over there. Earlier, before my internet crashed, I found 4 criminal loot bags all right here, and I couldn't loot them because my internet connection slowed down. I was just checking if they were there again, because if they were, I would have totally loved to loot them, but I'm sure some other lucky bastard got to. So, no big deal. Those are some big statues. Who the hell had the time to make those? Oh, maybe that's where the queen is. Not there, but holy crap, that's an entire castle. I'm so glad I turned the sound down. I'm still listening to that. This music's still that annoying voice. I feel like this is quite the adventure. It might just be me, though. Even with the low frame rates. But hey, look at these commoners. They could, you know, make these commoners more alive. It's not that hard. Instead of, you know, just randomly placing them. Like, make them walk around like the guards. Oh, there's one walking around. Why can't they have conversations? I would just make it perfect. Maybe they'll do that in the future. Tindrem lictor. Brushing some dirt off his pants. I wonder what lictor means. No signs. Maybe there's a sign over here. No. Alright. I'm just gonna pause this for now. Because I'm gonna Google where the graveyard is. Because I don't want to waste your guys' time anymore. Hold on.